Hello and welcome to another episode of Gallery Watch. Today we're at the innovative gallery Studio 281 in Maylands. Hi Leo, welcome to Gallery Watch and congratulations on such a fantastic event tonight.
Thank you. I'm really excited. Been a lot of hard work, but I've had a lot of really good feedback and compliments from all our clients and supporters and artists. So it makes me feel really good about the pathway that we've chosen. Tonight we wanted to do a really good mixture of mediums. We have photography, sculpture, glass, as well as traditional artwork like oil paintings and as well as abstracts, figurative, digital, pretty much everything we could possibly put in. We wanted to really give everybody something to have a look at. And I kind of always say that not everybody likes the same sort of thing, so when a couple comes into an exhibition, they want to see something a little bit different. And we find that really works well for us because there's something for everybody. My mum was a very big influence in my life as in regards to art. Being Italian, she was always brought up with an art influence, and she passed that tradition on to us kids. I feel really fortunate to be able to do a trade where I get to do something that I've been very passionate about, and something that I've always felt was very important in life and society.
Tell me a little bit about your pieces that you're showing here tonight.
My pieces are basically what I call fun pieces. They all come from my imagination, and they're all mixed media paintings. I paint on board, and I use board because board's a robust material that allows me to use rivets, screws, etc.
Your style is very easily recognisable. When was the first time that you remember sort of drawing one of these?
I was probably about 5 or 6. All my paintings start out as drawings. I like having lots of texture in my painting, so these ones here have books, pages out of an old book glued down. I then like to create an interesting surface before I even start painting. One of the reasons I started this painting was because I wanted to have a go at collage. I hadn't done a great deal. So I came up with the idea of using a character that I liked from my childhood, which Sherlock Holmes, and I thought of a way that I could introduce some collage. This was a project and part of a sculpture class that I was doing where we were all given a log and we had to do something with the log. I found the log rather boring, so I introduced some copper, metal, and a whole lot of found objects. It looks like it's useful, but it's not. It's purely decorative. So that was actually a brand new fan blade. And what I did was I scratched it and beat it and rubbed it with some bitumen putty to de-stress it and make it look old.
I've been very lucky to be given this space, and I filled it up with some of my favourite pieces. So we have over here we have Crop Pond in Kununurra, and that was inspired to me from visiting the Kimberley rather, and some photographs I took up there of the Upper Ord. This one here in particular was a fairly complex piece, so there's about 8 layers of glass there. And the glass is called dichroic glass, and it's fused into crystal, very much like the crystal glass you use on chandeliers and crystal glasses. And I use it for its really beautiful clarity. So when you fuse the dichroic glass in it, it almost looks like it's floating in there, and it gives a sort of fairly 3D effect.
Absolutely stunning. And you've got these bowls here as well?
The bowls are actually, or the platters rather, are functional art pieces. So I wanted to create something that was beautiful, but also that you can use on your table. And so we have some stainless steel bases made for them that you can use to display. And then when you wish to use them in a functional sense, you can just take them away and put lovely food in them, beautiful colour food. So it complements what the foodstuffs you're using as well. I've been doing fused glass for 2 or 3 years now, but prior to that I've always been involved in some sort of artwork. It's just a different technique or a medium that I've become familiar with, and I'm absolutely addicted to it. I absolutely love glass. So I probably won't go back to the previous mediums that I was using because I just find it so beautiful.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
My pleasure.
Can you please tell me about these beautiful photographs behind us?
Yes, certainly. The series from Past and the Rebirth. It's a series I've been doing for the past year. Usually I do fashion, beauty and commercial work. Recently it works with Ruth Tarvidas, who's just in a boomtown for Perth as well. And the series was sparked by that. So it's basically an acceptance of who you are and the idea of serenity. So I usually do a lot more commercial work, but this is my first year of doing artwork.
How does it feel to be sort of branching out into this area?
It's brilliant, it's phenomenal. It's a total different perception to anything else that you usually do. And to focus on the idea of beauty and the natural form, and also going back to your roots a bit, but also being able to do it a storytelling way, rather than just doing something that's just for a client. It's very different and it's very revealing for myself.
And obviously very different if you've been used to doing sort of commercial photo shoots. These do look extremely organic and very natural.
Yeah, well, you're very open to what you can do. So to go down and do something in the open, like as you said, something that's very organic, timeless, and it's something for yourself as well for other people. And yeah, it's very different to what I usually do. So this was down south across the coastline, and I think that really excelled and showed the stories that I wanted to tell.
And how long have you been doing photography for?
I've been professionally for 4 years, but I have been photographing for 6 years. And this is my first year being a solo fashion photographer now.
Wow. So how many exhibitions have you been involved in?
I currently have my own solo show being displayed in the Bayview Centre in Claremont, which is my first ever personal solo show. I used to help Leo with the art gallery here, so I've been working in the galleries for 2 years as well. So I have a lot of experience with that as well. But yeah, so this has been my second display, but I will have many future for the next coming years.
Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this very short break.